And today you are watching part 3 of a 3-part series on financial comfort zone. Hello everyone. This is Brie Sodano, a personal finance expert, the founder of From Sheep to Shark. I invented the invisible system to stop bleeding money and start stacking cash. In the first video, we talked about what is your financial comfort zone, why does it matter, and I even gave you an exercise on how to determine where your comfort zone is and where it is that you want to be. So make sure you go back and watch that. In the second video, we talked about how to understand when you're outside of your comfort zone, why sometimes we self-sabotage, how to identify that, and some techniques on avoiding self-sabotage. So today what we're going to talk about is how to build up your desire to be able to stretch that financial comfort zone, so that way you can overcome your fears, overcome the self-sabotage, and actually get to your actual real financial goals. And the whole point of having financial goals is to have the life that you want. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. All right. So the main thing that really, as you start to desire bigger and better things, you want to make sure, first and foremost, that your desires to shift your financial comfort zone are very much attached to the life that you want. You will have a very difficult time making trades in your financial life. Like, I'm going to give up chicken wings tonight for the idea of having more money in my retirement account. It's a very difficult trade to make. But if you can very clearly tie your financial goals to the life that they're going to give you, it makes making these shifts so much easier. What I'm going to talk about today is basically how to build up that desire for a different life, so that way the desire is bigger than the fears that we talked about in video 1. If you have the potential to have a really prosperous life, and we all do, right? We do. If you have that potential, what needs to happen is you have to get really clear as to why you want to make these changes. So if you want to make more money, why? You want to tie that to a goal. Like, so what is it going to do for your life that you don't currently already have? Are you going to be able to save for your kids' college? Are you going to be able to go on more vacations? Are you going to get yourself a new kitchen or a motorcycle? What are you going to do? And you have to really have a very good reason why. And I will caution you that the reason why should be tangible to your life. It should not be tangible to your bank account. So if you said, I want to make more money because I want to have more money in my bank account, you're going to have a really hard time getting there. So you want to make sure that you're super clear as to why you are making this shift, what's going to be better. And you want to start to build up the beliefs and really get behind this, because sometimes we have beliefs that making more money is selfish or there's something wrong with it. And so you want to start to take notes. Who's going to benefit? Like, if you were your richest, most abundant, most prosperous self, who's going to benefit from that? Are you going to do more good work for your kids? Are you going to give more to the community? Who's going to benefit? And you want to start to really think about that. Like, whose life is going to improve? What else is going to improve? Like, if you have control over money, what good is that going to do in the world? And I would suggest sitting down with your journal on this and really starting to make a list, because as you build up these beliefs, you are going to also build up your desire. And when your desire for the thing that you want, we have our zone of familiarity we talked about in video 1. And that's the space that you're normally in, your most regular financial space. And then we have the space where we want to be. And so that big empty space in between the two is the gap. So as you start to want to cross that gap, as you start making moves, you have to, 1, believe that it's possible. So you want to start to build these beliefs. And 2, you want to believe that you're going to be a good person for having done it. Especially women, we're not just motivated by money, we're motivated by what that does for people, ourselves, for our families, for our community. So you want to start to build those up. And once you have these ideas kind of laid out, then you want to start to visualize them. So you could take like 5 minutes in the morning or in the afternoon, and you want to visualize. You want to visualize this new life, because what this is doing for you is it's training your subconscious to see this as normal. It's starting to shift that comfort zone from a psychological perspective, so that way as you move through that gap in your practical life, your brain is starting to see, oh, this is normal. This is okay. We're going to be okay here, because you're getting your brain used to the idea. You know, you're kind of mentally dipping the toe in the water before you just jump into action. So one of the biggest causes of a lot of self-sabotage and for people to not achieve their goals is they get into action before they've primed themselves. And so it's kind of like trying to drag a toddler through the mall or drag your dog down the street. Like there's so much resistance. But if you can get your subconscious to want these things too, and to really feel good in those visualizations, you're going to have a much easier time taking the practical real life steps. As you visualize, part of the point of visualization is actually to change your emotional state. You want to feel all of the feels. If you're imagining yourself, you know, writing a check to your favorite charity, you want to get to the point where you can feel that gratitude and generosity in your chest. If you're paying for your kids' school, you want to feel proud of them right now, even though they still may be little kids, right? You want to feel the emotions. You want to actually cultivate those emotions in your visualization. Your subconscious brain speaks in pictures and it speaks in emotions. So if you can say, hey, feeling really excited and really proud, this is part of my new normal. This is part of what I want in my life. And you can start having those feelings, you're going to be less likely to self-sabotage, because now being excited and you know, all these good feelings, it's not unfamiliar. You're in familiar territory. This is on the subconscious level, but I would strongly suggest, you know, kind of priming that, getting those thoughts in alignment with the actions that you're going to take, because you're going to have so much less resistance and just less chance of derailing yourself in a self-sabotage. Now, on the practical level, what you want to start to do is, if you want to be earning more, you want to go ahead and tell yourself it is safe to make more money. It's safe to make whatever the amount that you want to make is. You know, as you log into your bank account and you see your money going into savings every week, it is safe for me to have savings. I feel good having savings in my savings account. You know, you want to start just talking to yourself, and literally, like, the words around it are, it is safe. It is safe for me to pay off my debt. It's safe for me to do this. It's, you know, it's safe for me to trim my expenses, or it's safe for me to spend this money freely and feel joyful about it. So you want to, as you make the actual practical moves in your real life, you want to tell yourself that it's safe and that you're okay to be doing these things. That's going to help to smooth over the comfort zone issues. I hope that you've watched all three. If you have not, you want to go back, because in video 1 we really give the basics on comfort zone. Then 2, we really talk about self-sabotage. So I love you, I appreciate you, and I will see you next time.